Okay, so this next one is really interesting. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, so around when we had the holiday show around Christmas time, I was here and you were here. And it was kind of the end of the day. And these two kind of ruffian kind of kids came in, and they were interested in somehow in painting and checking out the art center. And you were so kind to them. and and these kids were really sweet with each other. I think you asked them if they were related, and they said, we're not related, but we're brothers, and they were just so interesting and sweet. And then you asked them their names, and I think that one of them said their name was Oden, and the other one said his name was Zeke. And so you let them explore the art center, and then they came back up, and then they started talking about abstract art, and then you educated them about Jackson Pollock. So
that's right. That one kid said he liked throwing paint around.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you told them about Jackson Pollock and how amazing he was, and so they were really intrigued by that, and they learned something while they were here. And I just thought it was so sweet. And I thought, well, what if these ruffian kids are somehow, I think we all have a piece of the divine inside of us. And if I took their names and they really were the Norse god Odin and really the Old Testament prophet Ezekiel, So I incorporated Norse mythology in the figure of Odin and the Old Testament kind of symbology around the prophet Ezekiel, and I incorporated that in, and so that's why there's that weird symbol, which is the Norse symbol of protection. The tree is a tree of life, which is why it has the DNA strand, which is part of Norse mythology. There's Jackson Pollock doing his little painting, and you pouring your knowledge out like water for these two kids.
That's so funny.
And it moved me, and I wanted to do a piece about it, so it's a piece from my own life.
That's awesome.
And
I
yours.
love that. I love that Jackson Pollock, even though it's so simply rendered, it looks just like Jackson Pollock.
I looked at that, and when I'm doing these pieces, obviously I can't, it's two-dimensional, so I have to draw on the things that will point to the people that they are. I did that in the Frida Kahlo piece and stuff like that. There's got to be some triggers that tell you who that is, and I think it looks like him too.
Yeah, you definitely captured that. Well done.